Also, speaking of the author of the new book, The Power of I Am, preacher and best-selling author Joel Osteen. In 2 words.
I am, right?
That's right. You know, it's great to be with you guys. Yeah, it's what follows the I am. So a lot of people go around, we're talking about Elizabeth, I am unattractive, I am not lucky, I am slow. Well, you're defeating yourself with your own talk, with your own thoughts. So my thought is whatever follows that's going to eventually come finding you. So when you go around, I'm blessed, I'm healthy, I am talented, you're inviting the right things into your life.
And it can change your mood, it can change your mindset.
Exactly. So many people are against themselves and they don't know it. And I always say this, we have enough people in life against us and circumstances. Don't be against yourself. I mean, go through the day. You don't have to do it always out loud, but in your thoughts, you know what? I am healthy. I am attractive. I am fun. I am likable. I am strong. Just some positive effort.
Okay, so let's say the average person, and you say there's a lot of negativity. They say, they think, I am sad. How do you turn that around?
Well, I think it's more than just saying one thing, but I think it's, you know, you have to have that grateful attitude. You have to turn around and find something to be grateful about. And I think it starts in the morning. But I do think through the day, you can't go around thinking, I am sad, I am lonely, I am depressed. The more you think that, you're just going to invite more of that in. So I turn it around and say, you know what? I'd go, I am blessed. I am full of joy. See, the scripture says, let the weak say I'm strong. So you're not supposed to describe how you feel. You're supposed to say what you want to.
Right. We have a God that is for us, and you're sharing that too. We have our viewers. They're so excited. They've been sending in email questions for you all morning long, Pastor Osteen. And this is one from Sharon saying, how can I deepen my connection with God on a daily basis and change the course of my life? You say to Sharon?
Well, I would say, Sharon, the scripture says when you put God first, he'll crown your efforts with success. So I think you start the day off, take 5 minutes if you can in the morning, get up in the morning and say, God, I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for my family. So if you just acknowledge God, I found too, it says acknowledge God in all your ways. If throughout the day, under your breath, walking on here, under my breath, God, help me to know what to say today. Going to play ball, going to work out, in all your ways, if just under your breath, if you're acknowledging God, I believe your life will go better. God will, he says he'll direct your path.
Instead of focusing on how much you don't like me, you focus on how much you like them. That's what you were saying. Am I correct?
Yeah. Now say that again.
Okay. All right, Lisa says this. I have so much regret over past choices that I feel frozen with fear or afraid to make decisions. I don't trust my own judgment. What is your best suggestion for me?
Well, you got to get your confidence back. You got to say, okay, I'm going to let go of the past. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. But if you're living on regrets and failures, it's just going to keep you from the good things God has in store. I mean, the scripture says God will give you beauty for ashes, but I think sometimes if you hold on to the ashes, you're never going to see the beauty. So you just got to take a step of faith and say, God, I believe this is what I'm supposed to do, and move forward.
But you do, if people look at you and say, well, his life's going so good, he fills up stadiums every weekend, what does he have to be sad about? You write in your book, you did have that moment. You're traveling the world with your dad. Your dad passes away. You guys were inseparable. And how did you handle it? How did you think you'd handle it, and how did you handle it?
Yeah, well, I thought when my dad was gone, because I did work with him every day, I thought, man, what am I going to do? It's going to be such a different day. But, when my dad died suddenly of a heart attack in 1999, I felt a peace that I could only describe that God could give you. I wasn't worried. I missed my dad. I was, you go through that grieving process, but I just felt a strength and a peace. And that's when I even stepped up to pastor the church when I never knew I could. So I believe God gives you strength for every season. You have to make that choice, though, that, hey, I'm not going to sit around here thinking, oh, man, God, where were you? Why'd my dad leave? You're not going to get bitter. You're going to move forward, and then a new door will open.
I am strong is the message there. The brand new book comes out this week. It's called The Power of I Am. Yes. Joel, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Congratulations on the book.